Hey everyone, it's Abubakar. Times are tough, especially for the middle class. Inflation is out of control, and it seems like every day we're getting squeezed a little bit tighter. It used to be that $1 could buy you a decent cup of coffee and maybe even a donut, but now, forget about it. And it's not just the small stuff either. So in this video, we're going to take a hard look at 15 essential items that are on track to become ridiculously expensive for the middle class. Remember when buying a house was a realistic part of the American dream? Yeah, me too. But with the way things are going, owning a home is starting to feel more like a fantasy, especially for the middle class. Housing prices have gone through the roof, literally. A combination of factors like low inventory, increased demand, and some good old-fashioned speculation has created a perfect storm in the housing market. We're seeing bidding wars like never before, with people offering tens of thousands of dollars over asking price just for a chance to get their foot in the door. And don't even get me started on interest rates. All of this adds up to a situation where owning a home is becoming increasingly out of reach for a huge chunk of the population. Let's face it, gone are the days of cheap gas. Remember when you could fill up your tank for under $20? Seems like a lifetime ago, right? Well, buckle up because fuel prices are on the rise and they're showing no signs of slowing down. The cost of crude oil, global instability, and supply and demand issues are all contributing to this pain at the pump. And it's not just the cost of driving our cars that's increasing. Higher fuel prices also mean increased costs for transportation, which gets passed down to us, the consumers, in the form of higher prices for just about everything. We all gotta eat, right? But with the price of groceries skyrocketing, putting food on the table is becoming a major source of stress for many families, especially those in the middle class. It's not just about buying the fancy organic stuff anymore. Even basic staples like bread, milk, and eggs are getting hit hard by inflation. The reasons behind these price hikes are complex, but it boils down to a perfect storm of factors like supply chain disruptions, increased transportation costs, labor shortages, and corporate greed. All of this adds up to a situation where putting a decent meal on the table is becoming increasingly challenging for a lot of people. Staying healthy is expensive, and it's only getting worse. The cost of healthcare in the United States has been a major concern for decades, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's any relief in sight. From sky-high insurance premiums to exorbitant deductibles and copays, affording healthcare is a constant source of anxiety for many Americans. It's gotten to the point where people are delaying or even foregoing necessary medical care because they simply can't afford it. We all know that education is key to a better future, but the rising cost of education is making it feel like a luxury only a select few can afford. College tuition fees have been increasing at an alarming rate, far outpacing inflation and leaving graduates buried in debt. It's not just college either. Even the cost of basic school supplies is becoming a burden for many families. This situation puts immense pressure on students and families, forcing them to make tough choices between education and other essential needs. We need to find a way to make education more affordable and accessible because an educated population is crucial for a thriving society. Remember when you could crank up the AC in the summer without worrying about breaking the bank? Well, those days might be long gone. The cost of basic utilities like electricity, water, and gas is steadily rising, putting a strain on household budgets, especially for those in the middle class. Factors like inflation, supply chain issues, and the increasing demand for energy are driving up prices, making it more expensive to simply keep the lights on and the water running. We need to find ways to conserve energy and reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, not just for the sake of our wallets, but for the planet as well. Public transportation is supposed to be an affordable alternative to driving, but even the cost of hopping on a bus or train is becoming increasingly difficult for many people to manage. Fares are going up, while service cuts and delays are becoming more common. This puts a strain on commuters, especially those who rely on public transportation to get to work, school, or essential appointments. We need to invest in efficient, reliable, and affordable public transportation systems to ensure that everyone has access to essential services and opportunities. Looking good and having decent shoes on your feet shouldn't break the bank, but the rising cost of clothing and footwear is making it harder for people to stay within their budgets. From fast fashion to designer labels, prices are increasing across the board. Factors like increased material costs, labor expenses, and shipping fees are all contributing to these higher prices. And let's be real, we all need clothes and shoes. They're not exactly optional. Instead of chasing trends, focus on buying quality items that will last longer. Consider shopping secondhand or during sales to save some cash. Having kids is expensive, and the rising cost of childcare is a major factor in that equation. Finding affordable, quality childcare is a challenge for many families, often costing as much as a second mortgage or even exceeding the average annual cost of in-state college tuition. This puts immense pressure on working parents, often forcing them to make difficult choices between their careers and providing for their families. Investing in childcare is not only good for families, but it's also good for the economy as a whole. Owning a car is often seen as a necessity, especially in areas with limited public transportation. But, with the rising cost of vehicles, insurance, gas, and maintenance, owning a car is becoming increasingly expensive. New car prices have skyrocketed in recent years, driven by supply chain disruptions and increased demand. Add in the cost of insurance, gas, maintenance, and repairs, and it's no wonder that many people are struggling to keep up with the costs of car ownership. Everyone deserves a night out once in a while, but the rising cost of dining and entertainment is making it harder for people to enjoy themselves without breaking the bank. Restaurant prices have been steadily increasing, driven by factors like increased food costs, labor shortages, and supply chain issues. And it's not just dining out. Entertainment options like going to the movies, concerts, and sporting events are also becoming more costly. Remember vacations? Those magical times when you could escape the everyday grind and recharge your batteries. Well, with the rising cost of travel, vacations are becoming a luxury that fewer and fewer people can afford. Airfare prices are soaring, hotel rates are through the roof, and even the cost of rental cars has skyrocketed. Factors like increased fuel costs, labor shortages, and high demand are all contributing to these rising prices. Consider exploring destinations closer to home or traveling during the off-season when prices are typically lower. Technology is becoming increasingly essential in our daily lives, but the cost of staying connected is becoming a burden for many. Smartphones, laptops, tablets, these devices are no longer just luxury items, they're practically necessities for work, school, and staying in touch with friends and family. Add in the cost of internet service, software subscriptions, and other tech-related expenses, and it's clear that staying connected is becoming increasingly expensive. Taking care of yourself is important, but the rising cost of personal care items is making it more expensive to maintain your hygiene and appearance. Everything from shampoo and conditioner to toothpaste and deodorant has been hit with price hikes. Even basic necessities like toilet paper and soap are becoming more expensive. Owning a home is expensive, and it's not just the mortgage payments you have to worry about. The cost of home maintenance and repairs is also rising, putting a strain on homeowners' budgets. From routine maintenance tasks like landscaping and appliance upkeep to unexpected repairs like a leaky roof or a broken furnace, the costs can add up quickly. It's important to budget for home maintenance and repairs to avoid getting caught off guard by unexpected expenses. Look, I know it's a lot to take in, but the reality is that we're facing some serious economic challenges, and it's more important now than ever to be smart with our money. We need to be proactive, plan ahead, and make informed decisions about our spending. Creating a budget, tracking your expenses, and finding ways to cut back on unnecessary spending are all essential steps in navigating these challenging times. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about your finances, the better equipped you'll be to make sound financial decisions. If you want to learn more about personal finance, budgeting, investing, and building a secure financial future, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching.
Hello guys, welcome to Year-RokonTV. Here we talk about social issues affecting society as a whole. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed, to my YouTube channel. I'm kindly asking you guys to please subscribe, and you can also follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you guys. Bye.